Hello, and welcome to another edition of Grammy's Protein Kitchen. I've been on a health journey since 2024 and have been able to lose about 70 pounds with the help of a GLP-1 medication. Today, I sort of wanted something sweet, so I'm not sure how this is going to work. I found this recipe online for a brownie in a mug it has protein powder in. And from everything I've heard is you can't really cook protein powder, so I'm gonna give this a try and see how it goes. And I'm gonna start with adding, I have a mug that I can stick in the microwave, so I'm gonna put an egg in there. And then, let me rinse my fingers a minute, get the egg off my fingers. Then it said a third of a cup of either blended cottage cheese or Greek yogurt. I have the cottage cheese from when I made the macaroni and cheese the other day. So I have a third of a cup in here. So I'm going to add that to the mug. And I'm making a mess. Okay, so there's my third of a cup of cottage cheese. And it uses a tablespoon of honey. So I have a tablespoon here. Okay, it looks dirty because I measured my cocoa powder with it, but it should be fine to measure because it's all going in the same thing. Now, I wouldn't want to measure my maple syrup and then measure my cocoa powder, which is why I measured my cocoa powder out and then did the honey. The maple syrup. Why did I say honey? It's maple syrup, and that's what the recipe calls for. So now I'm going to mix those wet ingredients together in my mug and get them well mixed. Okay, so there it's well mixed. And to this, I'm going to add a scoop of chocolate protein powder. So here's my protein powder. And throw that in there. And then I have 3.5 tablespoons of cocoa powder, which is right there. And I added a pinch of salt and I stuck that on the plate right away. And then scrape that into there. Should have done it on something that I could bend and pour in easier. But it's working. Okay. And now I stir this together. And this is thick, like a brownie batter. I don't know if you can tell that looking at it there on the screen. And it says, then I can okay. And then it said I could sprinkle it with some chocolate chips. So here's a couple chocolate chips I'm going to throw on the top. And I need to put this in the microwave for 90 seconds. And that'll cook up and hopefully it'll be good. Let me move some of these things. I'm going to put the cottage cheese and the maple syrup back in the refrigerator. And that cottage cheese was blended. I blended that up. And see, it has about a minute yet. It's going to be interesting. Sometimes it's nice to have something sweet to eat, but you don't want to eat it often. This will make just enough. According to the recipe I found online, it says it has 370 calories, 9 grams of fat, 29 carbs, and 42 grams of protein. So even though I watch more of the protein at this point since I'm hit my goal weight, so this is a good amount of protein in there. So we'll see. Let me get a clean fork to taste it with. And there it is. That looks good. It does say to let it cool, but I'm going to take a piece of it now so I can taste it and see how it came out. But it looks good. It's not real sweet, but it is good. So I'll save the recipe so when I want something, I could probably put some whipped cream on there. I could probably make some of that ice cream, the protein ice cream I made, and add a little bit of that to it. That would probably be good too. So I'm going to eat this and then I'm going to head out for a walk. And be sure to like the video and subscribe so you won't miss the next one. Okay, I just wanted to say that the brownie mug cake that I made the other day, which I'm getting ready to edit, it just, I ate part of it, but it was really dry. And it's like, I didn't eat the rest of it. I will say that I probably ate a quarter of it and I had a small glass of milk with it and it kept me full for quite a while. So I'm sure that had I eaten the full thing, I'd have been very full. But it just, I don't know. I said it just wasn't real. I wasn't thrilled with it. It was just very dry. The top had the chocolate chips on it. So I don't know if I'd have taken chocolate chips and stirred it in, whether that would have made it better. But I just wasn't thrilled.